Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com.
What is one to do if he is unsure if he recited Birchas Hamazon or not? Such as, for example, you spent many hours by the meal, whether it's a Shabbos meal, a Yontiv meal, a festive meal with friends, a wedding, etc. And with all the time passing by, some people benching, some people not benching, you don't remember what you did, if you benched or didn't bench. What do you do now? What do you do in a case of doubt? So as we know, the general rule in Birchas is Safek Birchas Lahakil. Whenever there's a doubt with a blessing, you do without the bracha, you do not recite the bracha. However, this contains one exception, and that is when the blessing is of biblical status. When do we apply the rule Safek Birchas Lahakil? When a bracha is only rabbinical, which is 99% of blessings. However, if a blessing is biblically required, then on the contrary, we apply the rule of Safek deraisa l'chumra, that you must repeat it. And this is precisely the question that comes up in the case that one doesn't remember if he said Birchas Hamazon. As the requirement to bench after a meal is written in Scripture, it's a biblical obligation. And thereby perhaps even one who doesn't remember and is in doubt would be required halachically to repeat it because it's Safek deraisa. However, even so, this matter is not so clear, as only the first three blessings of Birchas Hamazon are biblical, while the fourth one is rabbinical. Should one repeat even that fourth blessing? Furthermore, is one who ate a meal of bread always required biblically to bench? Or are there certain criteria that must be fulfilled in order for the Birchas Hamazon to be biblically required, and thereby apply the rule of Safek deraisa l'chumra that you would need to repeat it if you do not remember or recall if you already recited it? So bottom line, it's written in the Rambam and in the Mechaber in chapter 184, halacha 4, brought in the Alter Rebbe Shulchanarukh 184, halacha 2, the one who is unsure if he recited Birchas Hamazon or not is required to repeat it, being that Birchas Hamazon is biblical. However, this only applies if one became biblically obligated in Birchas Hamazon. Now, when does one become biblically obligated in Birchas Hamazon? Only if he ate his meal to satiation, meaning you're full. You had at least a kazayis of bread, you had other foods, and you're full. You're satiated. You fulfilled the scriptural words of Echalta v'Savata. In such a case, you don't remember if you benched. You're under the biblical requirement, you must repeat benching. And rules the Alter Rebbe and many other poskim, and so is the Ashkenazi ruling, that you repeat even the fourth rabbinical blessing of Atay v'Ameitiv. Although Sfardim repeat only the first three and not the fourth blessing, because they say the fourth blessing is rabbinical, and by that we apply Safek derabanan lahakil. Nonetheless, we're all in agreement that only if you ate to satiation and you became biblically obligated, do you repeat it. If, however, you did not eat to satiation, you're still hungry, then since the obligation of eating a kazayis of bread and benching is only rabbinical, therefore, if you're in doubt, you do not have to repeat Birchas Hamazon. Now, although there are poskim who say that even one who eats a kazayis or a kabeitza of bread is biblically obligated to recite Birchas Hamazon, practically we do not rule this way, and therefore, if you didn't eat to satiation, you do not repeat it. Nonetheless, in all the cases of doubt, including there were cases where you weren't full, if you have another kazayis of bread available, then just go ahead and eat it and get out of your doubt. In other words, the entire discussion here is in a case that you can't eat more bread. Then we have to apply the rules of Safek deraisa and Safek derabanan in the various cases. If, however, you have more bread available, then go ahead, eat another kazayis, and then you say Birchas Hamazon according to everybody, and you escape the Safek. Now, regarding a case that one ate to the point of satiation, but did not drink during the meal, then since it's such a case, some poskim rule that you're not biblically obligated to recite Birchas Hamazon. Therefore, if you're in doubt if you recited it, you cannot recite it unless you drink or eat another kazayis of bread. Now, regarding women, does this law that we said that if you ate to the point of satiation, you also drank something, and you don't remember if you benched, that you have to bench again, does this apply only to men or also to women? And the answer is that the poskim write that it only applies to men. However, women who are in doubt are not to repeat Birchas Hamazon, even if they ate to the point of satiation and drank and fulfilled all the criteria that for a man makes it biblical. And the reason is because it's ruled in the poskim that it is a doubt, a question as to whether women are biblically or only rabbinically obligated in the mitzvah of Birchas Hamazon. And since this is the case, we can't make them or allow them to repeat Birchas Hamazon in a case of doubt, even if they fulfill the biblical criteria. Nonetheless, certainly in such a case, if she has more bread available and is able to eat another kazayis, she should do so in order to escape the doubt and recite Birchas Hamazon according to all. Bottom line, to summarize this halacha, a man or woman who does not remember whether they recited Birchas Hamazon is to try and eat another kazayis of bread and recite it and circumvent the debate and the discussion of what to do in a case of doubt. Get rid of the doubt. If you're not able to do so, you don't have bread available or you're too full, then by a man, if he was satiated from the meal and drank during the meal, then he must repeat Birchas Hamazon. However, if he was not satiated from the meal or did not drink liquids during the meal despite being thirsty, or if the person is a woman, then Birchas Hamazon is not repeated in these cases.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.